Welcome to Decoded Daily. This episode is brought to you by Idea Data. Ever feel like the world of AI and tech is moving at warp speed? Well, we're here to help you decode it all. And today we're taking a deep dive into the world of AI agents, the race to automate, well, pretty much everything, and how AI is being used to design and build itself.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling, isn't it? We're on the cusp of some truly revolutionary changes, and today we'll unpack what that means for you. Specifically, how you can capitalize on these trends.
So let's start with AI agents. We hear this term thrown around a lot, but what exactly are they, and why should our listeners care?
Well, imagine having a digital assistant that not only manages your calendar, but can actually analyze market trends, brainstorm new product ideas, and even help you design marketing campaigns. That's the potential of AI agents. They go beyond simple task automation and operate more like a collaborative partner.
So they're not just about scheduling meetings or sending automated emails.
Exactly. Think of them as a highly intelligent extension of yourself, capable of understanding your goals and working alongside you to achieve them. For example, Google Cloud just launched its AI agent space platform, which makes it easier than ever for businesses to develop and deploy these AI agents. That's a clear signal that this technology is going mainstream.
That's fascinating. It sounds like AI agents could be a game changer for entrepreneurs and business owners, but are there any downsides we should be aware of?
One obvious concern is the potential for job displacement. As AI agents become more sophisticated, there's a risk that they could automate tasks currently performed by humans. But I think the bigger picture is about adaptation. We need to focus on upskilling and retraining so people can work alongside these AI agents. Rather than being replaced by them, think of it as a collaboration, not a competition. For example, in customer service, AI agents could handle routine inquiries, freeing up human agents to focus on more complex issues that require empathy and problem-solving.
That makes sense. Let's talk about accuracy for a moment. Can we really trust these AI agents to make the right decisions, especially when it comes to things like finances or healthcare?
That's a crucial question, and it's one that researchers are actively addressing. Companies like H2O.ai are making significant strides in improving the accuracy of AI agents. With advanced predictive models, for example, they're developing systems that can test different versions of a prompt to find the most accurate response, which is especially important in fields where mistakes can have serious consequences.
So it's like having a built-in quality control system for AI.
Exactly. These advancements are essential for building trust in AI systems, which is crucial for wider adoption. We need to know that these agents are reliable and capable of making decisions that are in our best interests.
Now, you mentioned that companies are already using AI agents to do some pretty amazing things. Can you give us some real-world examples?
Absolutely. One example is Vine Medical, a company that's using AI to structure healthcare data. They're taking all that unstructured information, like medical records, faxes, and voice recordings, and organizing it in a way that makes it much easier to analyze and use. This has huge implications for things like patient care, billing, and even medical research.
So it's like taking a giant, messy filing cabinet and turning it into a perfectly organized digital library.
That's a great analogy. And it highlights how AI can help us make sense of vast amounts of data that would be overwhelming for humans to process manually. The more structured the data is, the more insights we can extract from it, which ultimately leads to better decisions and outcomes.
That's incredible. And what about other industries? How is AI being used to transform manufacturing, for example?
Companies like Rockwell Automation are integrating AI into their manufacturing processes in fascinating ways. They're using Nvidia Omniverse to create what are called digital twins of their factories.
Digital twins. Now that sounds intriguing. Can you explain what those are?
Essentially, a digital twin is a virtual replica of a physical asset, like a piece of equipment or an entire factory. It's a dynamic, real-time representation that's constantly updated with data from the physical world.
So you can use AI to analyze data from sensors, cameras, and other sources, create this digital twin of a factory, and then use that twin to run simulations, optimize workflows, and even predict potential problems.
You got it. It's like having a virtual laboratory for your factory. You can experiment with different scenarios, test new processes, and identify potential bottlenecks or areas for improvement, all without disrupting the actual production line. This can lead to significant increases in efficiency, reduced downtime, and even safer working environments.
This is truly mind-blowing stuff. We're talking about a complete transformation of how industries operate. So what are some key ethical considerations that entrepreneurs should keep in mind as they develop and deploy these AI-powered solutions?
One of the biggest concerns is the potential for job displacement. As AI becomes more sophisticated, it's inevitable that some jobs will be automated. It's important for entrepreneurs to think about ways to mitigate this impact, such as by retraining workers for new roles or creating new job opportunities in areas that require human skills and creativity.
That makes sense. It's about finding ways to leverage AI to complement human capabilities, not replace them entirely. What other ethical considerations are there?
Another important issue is bias. AI systems are only as good as the data they're trained on. And if that data is biased, the AI system will also be biased. This can lead to unfair or discriminatory outcomes, especially in areas like hiring, lending, and criminal justice. Entrepreneurs need to be very careful about the data they use to train their AI systems and ensure that it's representative and unbiased.
So it's about building it responsibly and ethically. What other factors should entrepreneurs consider?
Data privacy and security are also crucial considerations. AI systems often collect and process vast amounts of personal data, and it's essential to ensure that this data is protected from unauthorized access and misuse. Entrepreneurs need to implement robust security measures and comply with relevant data privacy regulations to protect user information and maintain trust.
It seems like there's a lot to think about when it comes to developing and deploying AI solutions ethically. Any other advice for entrepreneurs who are venturing into this space?
I think the key is to be transparent. Be upfront about how your AI systems work, what data you collect, and how you use it. Transparency builds trust, which is essential for the long-term success of any AI-powered business. If we can do all of that, we can harness the power of AI to create a more equitable, efficient, and innovative future.
That's a great note. The AI revolution is happening now, and it's creating incredible opportunities for entrepreneurs who are willing to embrace this technology and use it responsibly.
There's so much to explore, and I'm excited to share some more insights with our listeners. So we've talked about the potential of AI agents and how companies are using AI to structure data and the incredible possibilities of digital twins. But let's shift gears now and really dive into the business opportunities that are emerging from these trends. Let's start with something we touched on earlier: custom AI agent development. Businesses across all industries are starting to realize that AI agents can be incredibly valuable tools for automating tasks, improving efficiency, and even creating entirely new products and services.
So there's a real demand for experts who can design and build these AI agents.
Absolutely, and this demand is only going to increase. As AI technology continues to evolve and become more sophisticated, we're already seeing platforms like Google Cloud's agent space making it easier for developers to create and deploy these agents. So if you have the technical skills and the entrepreneurial spirit, this is a fantastic area to explore.
So what would that look like in practice? What kind of services could an AI agent development company offer?
It could be anything from building simple chatbots that handle customer service inquiries to developing complex AI systems that analyze market trends. The key is to identify a specific niche or industry and then tailor your services to meet the unique needs of those businesses.
That makes sense. It's about finding a problem that AI can solve and then building a solution that businesses will pay for. What other opportunities are out there?
Well, we talked about the importance of data structuring, particularly in healthcare. There's a goldmine of valuable information locked away in unstructured data, like medical records, lab reports, and insurance claims. But extracting meaningful insights from this data can be a huge challenge for healthcare providers.
So there's an opportunity for entrepreneurs to develop AI-powered solutions that can help healthcare organizations make sense of all this data.
Exactly.
It could help them improve patient care, streamline administrative processes, and even identify patterns that lead to new medical breakthroughs. It sounds like a win-win for everyone involved.
And the beauty of it is that this same approach can be applied to other industries that are struggling with data overload. Think about financial services, legal, education. Any industry that generates vast amounts of data could benefit from AI-powered data structuring solutions. Let's talk about predictive maintenance. We've already touched on how this is transforming the manufacturing industry, but the potential applications go far beyond factories.
So instead of just predicting when a piece of equipment in a factory might fail, you could use AI to predict maintenance needs for things like airplanes, wind turbines, or even entire city infrastructure systems.
You got it. Imagine a world where we can prevent equipment failures before they happen, minimizing downtime, reducing costs, and improving safety. That's the promise of AI-powered predictive maintenance.
It sounds like this could be a massive market, with applications across virtually every industry that relies on complex machinery or infrastructure. What would it take to build a successful business in this space?
Well, you'd need to develop sophisticated algorithms that can analyze data from sensors, historical maintenance records, and even weather patterns to accurately predict when maintenance is needed. You'd also need to build a platform that's user-friendly and accessible to businesses of all sizes.
It sounds like a challenging but incredibly rewarding field to be in. What other business opportunities have we missed?
One more area that I think is ripe for disruption is compliance management. As regulations become more complex, and the volume of data businesses need to manage increases, the burden of compliance is becoming overwhelming. AI can play a huge role in automating many of the tasks associated with compliance, freeing up human employees to focus on more strategic initiatives.
So you could build a platform that uses AI to automate things like data entry, document review, risk assessment, and reporting.
Exactly. This would not only save businesses time and money, but also reduce the risk of human error, which can be costly in heavily regulated industries.
I'm feeling so inspired right now. It seems like there's truly no limit to the business opportunities that AI is creating. But I know that with all this talk of disruption and automation, some listeners might be feeling a bit apprehensive. What would you say to those who are worried about the potential downsides of AI, like job displacement?
I understand those concerns, and it's important to acknowledge that AI will inevitably change the nature of work. But I believe that AI has the potential to create more jobs than it displaces. The good news is that there are already countless resources available to help people develop the skills they need to thrive in an AI-driven world. From online courses to boot camps to university programs, there's something for everyone. The future belongs to those who are willing to evolve and embrace change.
Well said. We've covered a lot of ground today, exploring a wide range of business opportunities that AI is creating across various industries. We've explored some truly mind-blowing business opportunities emerging from the AI revolution. Everything from custom AI agent development to generative design tools to AI-powered compliance management. Now let's get practical. What are some actionable steps our listeners can take to actually turn these ideas into thriving businesses?
Yeah, that's the key question, isn't it? It's one thing to have a great idea, but it's another thing entirely to execute it successfully. So let's break it down into some manageable steps.
Perfect.
All right, the first step is always to validate your idea. Don't just assume that because something sounds cool or futuristic, it will automatically translate into a successful business. You need to do your research, talk to potential customers, and understand the market demand before you invest significant time and resources.
So don't skip the market research phase just because AI seems like the hot new thing. What's next?
Once you've validated your idea, you need to build a solid foundation for your business. This includes things like developing a business plan, securing funding, and assembling a talented team. And remember, in the world of AI, your team is everything. You need people with strong technical skills, but also with the creativity and vision to push the boundaries of what's possible.
It sounds like finding the right people is crucial for any AI-focused startup. Any tips on how to attract top talent in this competitive field?
Well, be clear about your mission and values. Top talent in AI is driven by more than just a paycheck. They want to work on projects that are meaningful and impactful. So make sure you articulate a compelling vision for your company and how it will make a difference in the world.
That's great advice. So we've got a validated idea, a solid business plan, and a stellar team. What's the next step in bringing our AI solution to market?
Now it's time to build and test your product. This is where things get really exciting. You're taking your ideas from the drawing board and turning them into a tangible reality. And remember, in the world of AI, agility is key. Be prepared to iterate, adapt, and refine your product based on feedback from early users.
So it's not about getting everything perfect right out of the gate. It's about launching a product that's good enough to test, gather feedback,
Yeah,
and continuously improve over time.
exactly. The AI landscape is constantly evolving, so you need to be able to adapt quickly and stay ahead of the curve.
Makes sense. So we've built our product, tested it, and refined it based on user feedback. What's the final step in launching our AI startup?
Go to market. Develop a marketing and sales strategy that effectively reaches your target audience. And remember, in the world of AI, building trust is paramount. Be transparent about how your technology works, what data you collect, and how you protect user privacy.
Transparency and trust are crucial for any business, but especially in the AI space, where there can be a lot of hype and skepticism. Any final words of wisdom for our aspiring AI entrepreneurs?
Don't be afraid to fail. Entrepreneurship is all about taking risks, learning from your mistakes, and constantly pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. AI is still in its early stages, and there are bound to be challenges along the way. But if you're passionate about this technology and believe in your vision, don't let anything hold you back.
That's incredibly inspiring. So to sum it up, validate your idea, build a solid foundation, build and test your product, go to market, and never stop learning and iterating. Sounds like a recipe for success in the exciting world of AI entrepreneurship.
It's definitely a journey, but it's a journey filled with incredible opportunities. And with the right mindset and approach, anyone can be a part of this AI revolution.
Well, that's a fantastic note to end on. Remember, if you want to stay ahead of the curve in AI and tech, try Idea Data.
Join thousands of professionals getting smarter on AI, tech, and business from Fortune 500 companies like IBM, MetLife, Amazon, and more. The link is in the show notes.
That's all for this episode of Decoded Daily. We'll see you next time.